Exadata patching through Platinum support. So as we discussed earlier, Exadata patching can be done by ourselves, like DMS can do themselves, or Oracle can do. Oracle Platinum support can do, and this is a completely free service. No need to pay a single penny to Oracle Corporation. So here, I have given 6 sections here to explain Platinum patching. First is useful documents. Like if you want to know what exactly the Platinum support, as an Exadata architect, all our life goes around standard documents. So you are an Exadata architect. If somebody asks you what is Platinum support, anyways, this again I will explain in the licensing class. So there are 5 more classes in part 2 after this patching. After this patching, we have 2 more classes for troubleshooting and 2 more classes for Exadata features explanation and 1 class for licensing, the last class. In the licensing class, I would explain what are all support models. Whoever is want to become Exadata architect, they should know in and out how the support models will work and how the licensing and cost everything will work. So all this you need to know. So anyways, I would explain in the licensing class all these support models and licensing everything. But if you want to go now, you can refer to this document for Platinum support. What exactly Platinum support, how they offer, what they offer, all this stuff. Okay. And as I told you earlier, any Exadata Platinum patching and any Exadata patching either through manual or Platinum, that planning, execution, everything that is through only one master document, that is 888828.1. And yes, after reading this, first step we need to do is, as I told you in the earlier manual class, where the Exadata patching first starts. What is the first step? If you take a white paper and you want to write a first word, you take a white paper and you have a pen and you are planning the Exadata patching. What is the first word I will write or you would write is what cycle I need to patch my Exadata now. Like now I am in February 9th, 2025. So what patch should I go? Audit team is chasing us, compliance teams are chasing us, vulnerabilities, securities, fixes, everything, and there are bug fixes. Out of all this analysis, we need to patch our Exadata, which cycle we need. So then we need to analyze what are all the available options now. Available option is recent January patch is available 2025, October 2024 patch is available, July 2024 patch is available. I'm going back. April 2024 patch set is available. So we need to choose any one of these 4 now. Either you choose Jan 2025, October, July 2024 or April 2024. So first thing you need to decide which patch cycle. First of all, you should write which patch cycle we need to patch the Exadata. What is the QFS that we should go for this patching? So you write anyone. Okay, n minus 1 formula. Everybody will follow n minus 1. N is the latest one, that is January 2025. So you could go for October 2024. That is a big thing. That is a good thing. But sometimes you may want to go to the previous versions as well. Like your uh, lower environment is patched with April 2024 lower environment. Now you need to plan for production, right? So as n-1 October is available, you should not go to October patch set because your lower environments and DRs are tested at April 2024 patch set. Better we suggest go for April 2024 only. Whatever is there in the lower environment, you apply on production environment, because everything, all application functionalities might have been tested and any bug fixes must have been addressed. All this are done on April 2024. This is how you do some due diligence and first write that word which QFSDP I'm going for. Reason can be anything. Reason can be your n minus 1, or reason can be your, you need to align with your lower environments and DR databases already patched. If it is a new test environment you are patching or new DR environment you are patching, always go for n minus 1. So the first thing you need to do is QFSDP, which QFSDP we are going in. We are patching our machine. Okay. So to patch the machine through platinum patching, especially through platinum patching, what we need to do is we need to raise the request. We need to schedule the patching request in the Oracle portal. In the Oracle Advanced Support portal, we need to patch. There are two ways. This is a old method actually. Old method. Old method means earlier. I mean, we need to book the patching. It's like a booking like a reservation, reserving the tickets, flight tickets, or movie ticket like that. We need to book a date for with date with Oracle patching team. So this is a old method of, if you follow this document, it will take you to the old method. I mean, you will log into the advanced support Oracle advanced support gateway portal, and then you will schedule the patch. But recently Oracle changed. You need to do it from OASP portal. OASP portal. So this OASP portal, advanced support portal, you need to log in and follow this document and schedule a patch first. So we need to schedule the patching first. So that I explained here, two documents, 010 document and 991 document. So I will take you to the screenshot. There are videos also how to creating a platinum patching request via OASP portal, but this is outdated. Now you need to do it from OASP portal that is outlined here. That is advanced support oracle.com. See, OASP, advanced OASP, Oracle Advanced Support Platinum. It is a changed a bit now. You need to follow this document ending with 991. So this is the first thing you need to know. Yes, you logged into OASP portal and you can create a patch request and reserve the dates with the QFSDP you want to patch your Exadata. Okay. So based on that, you need other documents as well. I have mentioned all these documents here, like a password management in Platinum Gateway, all this stuff. Now let us go one by one. Okay. So these are the useful documents. And second section is what software we need to patch. As I explained you in the earlier classes, so the software we are going to patch the Exadata database machine is this one. Oracle Exadata system software you need to patch, and grid infrastructure and database patch. All these two patches at high level we need to do. How these patches are available? How these two softwares are available? As I told you in the earlier class, the patches are available through a single number QFSDP. You need to download the QFSDP. QFSDP April 2024, you download it, and the patches QFSDP will be downloaded in the format of zip file, 10 zip files, and then you can unzip all that files, and then 10 split files will generate. You can combine all these 10 split files, then you can get a single number, this one. So first these will be downloaded. If you unzip you will get these 10 split files, and when you cat these 10 split files, they will create one folder with 585. This is a April 2024 QFSDB single folder will create single directory. Within that you will see all the patches. Within that, there will be three directories will be created. Database directory will be created. Infrastructure directory will be created. And software maintenance tools directory will be created. And PDU metering unit firmware will be created. All this Patch sets, the parent folder is your QFSDP number 585. Where you got this 585? As I told you earlier, if you want to see the QFSDP quarterly full stack downloadable patch, click this and you see the 585. This is our favorite one, April 2024 patch set. Okay, you can go any QFSDP. These are all QFSDP numbers only. These are all QFSDP numbers only. What is the QFSDP number released for 19C databases for January 2025? That is ending with 600. This is a 19C. What is the QFSDP released for October 2024 for 21C databases? This 21, this is a 21C. This is a 19C. So for 21C and 19C, you can go for 106, or for only 19C, you can go for 093. Okay, this 21 and 19 are the RDBMS versions. Okay, like this, you are first identifying the QFSDP. You download the QFSDP, you will get 10 zip files, unzip them, you will get 10 split files, you add them all together, then you will get one master number. In that, you will see DB updates and infrastructure updates and system management updates. We are not concentrating on system management, that is a cloud control agents, OMS and agent. You, if you want, you can do, but nobody will do here as a part of platinum patching. This is a separate thing we can do. And database and infrastructure we will do. What database we will do? This is a bundle patch, GIRU bundle patch. We will do 19.23. In this GIRU, we will have grid home patches and database home patches and OGVM, of course. Okay, these are all I explained in the server here. Here, if you see, here I explained you. Sorry, this is a cell server. Here I have showed you earlier, like cd slash mnt hgfs. Actually, these patches will be in the U01 patches folder in your database server. Okay, same patches, same there in Windows. I'm showing here. I'm showing in the Linux server 9585, and you will see the three folders. So go to database and here go to 19.23. You will see OJVM and grid infrastructure and RDBMS. In the single grid infrastructure GIRU, you will find RDBMS software and grid infrastructure software. I mean grid infrastructure updates. So this we discussed. And if you go to the infrastructure folder, this is an infrastructure patch 22122 means Exadata software. In this, you will have the Exadata software for Linux, Exadata software for Exadata software for compute nodes on OEL7, Exadata software for storage servers, and Exadata software for fabric switch. So on a single QFSDP, you have database upgrades and you have infrastructure upgrades. Same thing I'm showing you here. What you're upgrading, database upgrades and infrastructure upgrades. In the database upgrades, you have a folder directory, and infrastructure upgrades, you have a directory. Okay. Under the infrastructure, you have storage server upgrades and database server upgrades and switch upgrades. I mean compute upgrade, storage upgrade, switch upgrade. Let us see these three here. So if you open compute upgrade, storage upgrade, switch upgrade, you can correlate right like that. You can correlate like that. So each component. So what I mean to say, if you have the QFSDP, you have all the zip files, all the patches you need, all the patches you need. Now let me go here. So what software we are finally installing means two types of software. One is infrastructure and other one is database. Database means RDBMS bundle patch. See, database means RDBMS bundle patch, grid bundle patch, OJVM PSU. For these three guys, you have two zip files. These two guys are zipped in one file. These two guys are zipped in one file, right? So let me show you here. See, in the database 19.23, this this zip file has the upgrades for these two guys, RDBMS and grid, and OJVM PSU is this one. This is a OJVM PSU zip file. Okay, so data patch means you can go to the Oracle home directory and do the data patch. So based on the patches applied at OS level for RDBMS, so you go to that Oracle home and do data patch. And OJVM also same. You connect to the SQL Place and you apply the OJVM patch, right? So that is how we do the RDBMS patch. And there are two zip files covering this area. Which area? RDBMS grid OJVM DB nodes. Okay. And but for M patch, where do you identify it? For M patch, you need to go to infrastructure. You need to go to infrastructure. This one. In the infrastructure, you are going to 21, 22.1.22, not 23.1.13, because this is for OEL 7. 23 is a OEL 8, but your operating system is OEL 7, OEL 7. So your operating system, see, I'm just explaining one case study. My operating system is OEL 7. So you need to select this database server and you have the zip file here. This zip file will patch this OS Exadata software and firmware on the DB nodes. So DB node zip file you identified, everything is under single QFSDP folder. So you do download one QFSDP into your laptop and play around like this. Okay. And next, and cells operating system, Exadata software and firmware. For where we can get here, you have the storage server patch. Here, this guy has cell software. This second row numbers second here, two cells. This where we will find this is the guy. And IBR Rocky, where is that guy? You go to Fabric Switch, and this is a single patch for IBR Rocky. You can patch here. Okay. Even for admin, it is a single. Even for admin, Fabric Switch, everything based on the input you give, like it's admin switch flag or Rocky switch flag, IB switch flag. Based on the flag you give, parameter you give it to this patch, that will be that firmware will be upgraded. But for all the switches, for all the Fabric switch, you have a single patch, this one, admin patch. Okay. And PDU, for PDU you have already here Fabric switch, system management, somewhere we have seen PDU infrastructure. This is a PDU metering unit. So there are two generations in PDU. First generation is long 2011, I believe. This is a second generation. Yes, you can install this. So in the manual section, we discussed this. So these are the components we patch. And how often we patch? 5 Exadata hardware components, DB nodes, cells, switches, and PDU. And in each hardware component, what are the software components we patch? We have seen here. And for each software component, where the zip file is located, we have seen just now, that is located under QFSDP folder. And how frequently Oracle will release and how frequently customer will patch. This also we know. Now, now let us move to the next section. Timelines before the patching. See, unlike manual patching, Exadata patching through Platinum team, it has a robust planning. Even manual also, it's a very big planning. But when we perform, it's not that much tough. But when coming to the Platinum, it's a months together, weeks together planning. Okay, so two things: before the patching date and on the patching date. Before the patching date and on the patching date. So before the patching date only, we need to start scheduling and planning. So what are the timelines? See, I gave very neat shortcut tabular formats to make it understandable. First, scheduling the patching via OASP portal. Earlier it used to be OASG. Now they are not allowing it. It will be OASP. When to start? First, action. What action? Because it's a collaboration, right, between us, I mean, between the customer and Oracle support. So, what actions and when to start? Who will do? Time required. So, first you need to start your journey here. So, on the white paper, you have written your first word. Yes, I am going for the QFSDP April 2024. For the QFSDP April 2024, you need to schedule the patching via OASB portal that you need to plan well before 2 to 3 months. Otherwise, if you want to plan the patching next month only, you may not get the reservation date from Oracle Platinum support. Okay. So who will do this OASP scheduling patching on the OASP portal? Customer, DMS, we will do. Or patching coordinator will do. Patching coordinator, exceptional cases like next month only you need one patching and in the OASP portal the date is not available. That time you can request your patching coordinator. Every customer has a dedicated patching coordinator. Every customer is assigned with a dedicated patching coordinator. You can request your patching coordinator. Hello, patching coordinator. We have some serious issue and we need to patch this mission. Could you please help us schedule? Then they will, schedule the patch for us. That is very rare cases. Okay. Yeah. And time required. You need to at least 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour scheduling patch. Okay. So you open the OASP portal and you submitted the request that it will take 30 to 60 minutes. Okay. How do you do that? You can do using OASP portal, this one. Okay. So like for give the all patch details, all this stuff. Okay. I will come to this later. Okay. Now, once you submitted the request, it will generate a patching SR automatically. Immediately a patching SR will be raised, giving you the time and date, that is called solution implementation date. When the patch is scheduled, immediately you will get let me a date and SR, right? So, and immediately you will get an update in the SR. Hello customer, please upload the exacheck report. Okay. So exacheck report, when Oracle needs it, Oracle needs the exacheck report just before the 4 weeks. Like today you submitted the you scheduled the patching, that is January. Okay. But your patching date is in April 15th, let us say. Make sure by March 15th, you upload the exotic report. There are two things. Who will upload the exotic report? Again, customer or automatic upload if firewall is open. Usually, it should be automatic upload. Usually, it should be automatic. First preference is automatic upload or customer. But in some environments, exocheck is not automatically uploaded to Oracle support. That uploading mechanism of exocheck from your servers is blocked. That time we need to upload the exocheck 4 weeks before. Generating exocheck, it depends. It's like sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes. It will take 1 hour. So generating exocheck is a huge expensive. I mean, it will not consume much resources, but it will take time. It's a time lapse. It's not a resource consumer. Okay. So generating exocheck, it will take some 15 minutes to 1 hour anywhere in between, and it will take altogether 60 to 90 minutes to generate and upload. So I mean 2 to 3 months. Now you came down to 4 weeks now, and you uploaded exocheck. But why they need exocheck? Exocheck, first place they need exocheck because they want to analyze the, they want to give you the patch assessment. To perform the patch assessment, Oracle needs exocheck. In the exocheck, they know everything. What is your all patch sets, everything, all the environment will be visible in the exocheck. So they will do some patch assessment for critical issues or warnings or informations. For any critical issues, they will check this patch assessment and they will ask us to address that patch assessment. Any issues under reflected in the critical tab in the patch assessment document, they will ask us. So patch assessment usually 3 weeks before that will be published by Oracle, 3 weeks before of the patching date. So 4 weeks before at least they need exert check. And when they ask for exert check report 4 weeks before, and they will ask us to fill up the patch template as well. Okay. So before patch template and patch assessment and patch plan, they need exert check. They need exert check. Okay. So second thing is exert check, and third thing is patch template and patch assessment and patch plan. So people will call it as a PP and a PA. PP is an Excel sheet. This is the master sheet actually where everything is there, right? So now let me go down scheduling the patching via OSP portal. So, so I have given some more documentation for you to understand. So you can read this. Whatever I told, it will be here. Okay. So once the patching is scheduled, the service request will be updated with solution implementation date. What is solution implementation date? Solution implementation date is nothing but the date of patching. Date of date and time of patching. This is the first guy to be updated. If you go down to the SR patching SR, first thing you will see is this one. And second update in the SR will be this one. Second update is message from patch coordinator. Okay. So each customer is assigned a dedicated patch coordinator, and a patch coordinator message will contain this. Hello customer, please go through the below documents for to understand the patching process. So the patching process flows a strict flow which is fully documented here. And remote patching deployment scope and certified platinum configuration can be founded. So regarding patching, if you go with all these documents, you will come to know everything. And another message from patch coordinator will be this is immediately after you schedule the patching. 2 to 3 months ago, you schedule, let us say today you schedule a patching. Immediately you will get this message, and immediately first you will get solution implementation date. Let us say this is in April. First on April 2025, first you will get this patch coordinator. He will tell you to refer to these documents, and then patch coordinator he will tell you to start. He will mail this. I mean in the SR it will be updated. To start patch assessment, we need the latest exercise report for your environment. The exercise report was not uploaded. Please if not uploaded, please upload within 4 weeks before the event. Okay. So to ensure the request for upcoming patch execution is accurately defined, please fill in the required template. So your patch coordinator, they requested two things immediately after scheduling the patching. One is exercise report and other one is patch template. Exercise report, these are all at least 1 month before, not immediately. You no need to right away because we have till until March 15th time. April is your patching date. April 15th is your patching date. So till March 15th you have the time. Okay, you no need to hurry. You no need to hurry. Before that, there are some things I will come to that. Okay, you no need to hurry. So what is exercheck? You know exercheck, and what is a patch template? Patch template is this one. Like what is your system function? What is the serial number? And what is the system name? And what is the rack size? And are you going to upgrade GA? Upgrade GA means 12C to 19C like that. Or GA bundle patch. Bundle patch means within the 19C going to each quarter, April 2024 quarter to October quarter like that. So you need to give all these details. This is a patch template actually. So you need to give them extra check. It mostly it will be automatically uploaded, but if it is a financial environments, automatic upload of extra check will be blocked, and you need to generate the extra check as a customer and upload into the SR, and you need to fill this template and update your patch coordinator. So this is how it goes. So scheduling is done. Scheduling is done in the OESP portal, and upload the extra check report 4 weeks before. To start the patch assessment, support needs to, so this is also done. See, patch assessment, I will show you something. Downloads, Patch assessment. Patch assessment, you will see like this. They will prepare it when once you upload the exa check, first thing Oracle will do is patch assessment. I mean a Word document they will prepare. This is all automated process from their end. Okay. So quarterly patch, this is everybody will have, and you have the environment details and cluster summary, and they have all these details actually. Okay. And CRS, all this information they have, and see, verify summary and recommendations and one-off patches. They will have all the patch information here and action items. Coming to the action items, they will ask you not action items, exotic results. They will ask you to look this. Please address 521. If you see any patching SR, all patching SRs, you would see this message. Hello customer. Let me show you that. Sorry. This message you will see in all the patching SRs. What message they will send? Hello, dear customer. Patch assessment uploaded for your review. Please review section 5 to 1 of patch assessment. What is 5 to 1 of patch assessment? 5 to 1 of patch assessment is nothing but critical severity issues. We cannot avoid this. We have to see what is there in status type, message, and status. We need to open the exa check report. Ex in the exa check report, it will flag all this. What is the status type, message status on like this? See, status is fail, type is voice check, message is this one. Here there are no critical checks in my case, but if there are critical checks, we need to address all the critical checks. And if there is any issue, we need to reach to EST team and then rectify the issue. So patch assessment is the first thing that we receive from Oracle to address the issues. But I know many guys in the industry, they don't care at all the patch assessment. Nobody will open, but it is good that we open and address any issues. Okay. Then how we will resolve the issues? During pre-checks we will. During pre-checks 1 week before. So now exhaustic 4 weeks done. Then update the patch template. We updated it. This is environment details. Okay. And patch publish patch assessment. Oracle will publish the Word document. They will upload in the SR and they will tell us to go address this 5 to 1 patch, 5 to 1 tab mostly. And then after that, 2 to 3 weeks before, Oracle will publish the patch plan. So they will publish a patch plan based on our template like this. So patch plan, what they will do, like this is the OS type and this is the target patch we are going, like see grid home is this one. Target patch version is this one, and any one of patches and Oracle homes, number of Oracle homes, target patch version, and OJVM, it's a PSU, and patches to roll back. So they will come up with a patch plan. They will come up with a patch plan that will be updated in the SR. So far, how far we came. So far, we scheduled the patch and we uploaded the exit check, and Oracle gave us one patch and we updated a patch template as well, giving our environment details. And then they published one patch assessment document, Word document, where they asked us to address the 521 section for critical checks. And then they published a patch plan. And now they are asking, hello, customer, patch plan published. Please review it. Please review this. See, this patch plan, two types. One is the SR will be updated with this minimum information. I mean target current and target information. Okay. I mean current Exadata version, target Exadata version, and target patch set for grid home and all Oracle homes. With the minimum information, this will be published in the SR patch plan PP. But actual patch plan is an Excel sheet. Actual patch plan is an Excel sheet in that everything is there. In that patch plan, everything is there like this. Everything means customer checklist, overview. You need to refer to the overview tab because in the SR they will clearly mention. Please review overview tab in the of Excel sheet and ensure Exadata image and bundle patch target versions are matching with your business expectations. because you want April 2024 QFSDP. In the overview tab, everything is here. In the overview tab, everything is mentioned. So you need to look into the overview, download the Excel sheet. Patch plan is an Excel sheet. Patch plan is an Excel sheet attached to your SR by Oracle. You open that and you need to go to the all tabs, overview tab, communication plan, special instructions, patch.conf, and pre-patch checklist, pre-patch activities, and all this compute plan, patch homes, and next bundle patch plan. All this you need to check. You need to have a thorough understanding what is going on in the coming patch cycle. Okay, so this is a patch plan. So patch assessment is a Word document and patch plan is a Excel sheet. These two will be published only when you upload ExaCheck and when you fill the patch template. Okay, so now we came down to from 1 to 3 months before 2. Now we came down to just 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before published patch plan, Oracle published. Okay, now they are asking the most important thing. Hello customer, we published the patch plan. Please go and check all the pre-checks and all the tabs and all. Now we need to perform pre-checks. To perform pre-checks, now the game starts. We need to connect to your Exadata system. So far now they didn't connect to our Exadata system. They just relied on our ExaCheck report and our patch template. 4.2 and 4.3 only they have the data. With that, they published a patch assessment and patch plan. 4.2, 4.3, our inputs to uh, Oracle team, Platinum team, 4.4 and 4.5, they published these two things, PA and PP, right? Word document and Excel sheet. Now they are asking, we need to perform pre-checks on your Exadata database mission and we have to connect to your Exadata database mission. How do they connect? They will connect to our Exadata database machine using Vararoam user. Okay, in the Platinum gateway, there is a Vararoam user. First, they will connect to Vararoam user. As a Vararoam user, they will connect to our Exadata and then they will sudo to root. They will sudo to root. This Vararoam user must be assigned a sudo privilege to connect as a root. It is a must and should. Okay, so if you do not give that sudo privilege, it will not connect. In sudoverse file, you need to edit the profile, you need to give the var almost all the access, right? And so that from gateway, from advanced OASG gateway Linux server, they have a gateway server, right? From that server, they will SSH from that Linux server, SSH var at the rate ex01 dbadm01. Like that, they will connect to our first database node, first compute node, and then they will sudo su minus. So they have the root access now. So to connect to the Vararoam user, when they do, now they are on their Linux server. Gateway server has both interfaces. One interface is Linux shell and other interface is web console. In the web console, earlier people used to uh, schedule the patch OASG portal. Okay, even till today. I mean, not today. Today it's a OASP portal, but if you want to update the passwords or anything, still you need to log in into OASG portal. These are all things OASG. Everything I explained in the part 2. Okay, already that class is completed. So that OASG Linux operating system, they will connect to our Exadata system using Vararoam. This Vararoam user is available on our Exadata mission. They will do SSH and then they will sudo to root. So when they connect, it will prompt for the password. That password we need to update in the gateway portal. So how to update the password in the gateway portal? It is a clearly defined here. So using this document, it's very simple. You need to go to password management and then select the Vararoam user and give the Vararoam username 2 times and then validate it. That's it. And then validate. So they need this to perform the pre-checks. This is 2 to 3 weeks before. Now, just yeah, once this is completed, 2 weeks before Most important, we need to ensure all the prerequisites met, and 1 week before all the pre-checks must be done. See, these two things are because we are very near to close. We are very closer to the patching date. What are the prerequisite checks? See, all the prerequisite checks I explained in the manual method. I put it here, but I will tell either we will do or Oracle will do. In manual patching, all these prerequisites we are only doing, but in platinum patching, QFSDP who will do? As a customer, ensure that all prerequisite checks are completed 2 weeks prior to the patching process. So QFSDP is a prerequisite check we know, but who will perform it? Oracle will download and stage the patches in the U01 patches directory. See, for every customer globally, who will download and stage the patches? Oracle will download and stage the patches. They have a predefined scripts actually to download and stage patches. From Oracle, it's all automated. See, even QFSDP, all this stuff we also can automate. From patching can be automated even from customer end. Okay, whatever Oracle is doing, we also can automate patching from our end also using scripts. Okay, they have all the predefined scripts to download the patches, and they will stage in this directory globally. This is the common directory across the world. You take any customer, this is the directory Oracle will download and stage the patches. U01 patches directory. Okay, so there is a U01 patches temp directory where they will extract the patches. The patches are extracted into, so you can see the zip files in this directory. Unzipped files you can see in this directory. Unzipped, I mean, the unzipped file means this is an unzipped one, right? 585. You can see kind of numbers in this temp directory, TMP. Okay, and like, and what are the patches you will see under this patches directory? Okay, so these are the patches. Let us say for compute M 4166, this is a part of QFSDP. These are all part of QFSDP. Okay, and all these patches, these two for April 2024 QFSDP, all these patches will be staged in U01 patches directory. So just for example, I'm telling you for compute you have a 4166 compute. You can see where is our compute? Go to this software 2024 585 compute M or compute BP. It's a compute M. Compute M means it's an infrastructure. Compute BP means here. So compute M here. So ours is a OEL7 here. So it's a compute DB server. So what is the patch number? 4166. Ending with 4166 3640. So that 4166 will be will be staged in the U01 patches. If you are really doing April 2024 QFSDB right now today, you open this folder and you can see this patch there. And for grid and RDBMS 3126. For grid and RDBMS 3126. Grid and RDBMS means it's not infrastructure, right? It's a database. Go to 19.23 grid and RDBMS 3126. See? 36233126 patch number. You can see this patch number. And for cell patch 781 ending with 0781 cell patch. So go and see cell patch. Cell patch means it's a infrastructure, right? Infrastructure and OEL7 and storage server cell patch here. What is the 0781? This is a unzipped zip file. Unzipped one will be here. This will be in a slash temp directory. I mean U01 patches temp directory, unzipped one. Okay. So, so cell patch and switch patch. Switch patch is 4168. So go to identify the switch patch. Switch is an infrastructure and here fabric switch. This is a 4168. So 4168. So 4168 switch patch and O patch. O patch where it is? O patch will be in database folder. Database O patch equal to this is a O patch. And after patch, OJVM is 9232. OJVM is 9. I mean, I'm just reading the last four digits of the patch number. Okay, 9232. So OJVM, where you can find in the database folder 19.23 OJVM. See, go there and see 9232. 36199232. So everything is under QFSDP available. All the patches will be zip files are available under U01 patches directory, and they will be extracted to the slash temp directory. So if you see this 4166 number will be available in slash temp, but zip file will be here. But if the patching is already completed, you cannot see these guys because after the patching, Oracle will delete them. Oracle script will delete them actually. Okay. So before staging only stage script, it will delete the old patches from U01 patches. Either customer should delete or Oracle will delete. So now if you go and see, you will not see the patches. Okay, because it is a space consuming, they will release actually 30 GB to 40 GB we need, right? 25 GB something like. And whatever MRPs, monthly release patches or interim patches also will be staged in this directory. What are monthly release patches? If you see 8888 this one, there are MRPs introduced. MRPs, where is RDBMS section? This is a fabric section. This is a PDU section. This is a RDBMS section. This is a infrastructure section. See how I am analyzing this QFSDP. Okay. So ours is a 19C long-term release. Go there and look for any MRP. GI MRP. This monthly means Oracle started releasing monthly release patches from October 2022. See, GI MRP started here. Ours is 19.23, right? 19.23. Ours is database 19.23. So, I mean, April 2024, right? So, go there and see 19.23, 19.23, April 2024. GI is 6275. That is for monthly May 2024 May 2024 May 2405, 2406, 2024 June, 2024 July, 2024 August, 2024 September, 2024 October. Like this, Oracle started MRPs recently, and these MRPs, each MRP will constitute number of patches. If you click this, it will constitute some 4-5 patches inside it, MRP. They clubbed 4, 5, 6, 7 patches into a single one and they named it as MRP. I mean 4, 5 interim patches collected and put it in a MRP. So all these MRPs are your bug fix specific interim patches will be staged in the U01 patches directory. Although this MRP is not a mandatory thing, some if they feel Oracle feel if it's a potential thing, they will install this MRP. Okay, single MRP will have multiple patches, but this is not part of a QFSDP. Okay, if you see this 6275, you cannot see under QFSDP folder. In this folder anywhere you see, you cannot see this 6275. You have to download it from the Metalink. Okay, yeah. Then this is one of the first prerequisite QFSDP. So QFSDP who will download and stage? Oracle will do. What they will download? They will download from QFSDP only, but they have their own scripts. Okay, I will tell what are the scripts going forward. Okay, now groups. Make sure this is a 2 weeks before only. 2 weeks before only, you need to make sure QFSDP is downloaded. Once you give the Vararoam password, immediately they will connect and download and stage the patches and perform pre-checks. If you don't give Vararoam password, they will not connect to your system. They will not download the patches and they will not perform pre-checks. To perform pre-checks, they need to have all the patches available in the system under U01 patches directory, because pre-check command, it needs the target version. Okay, pre-check command, it needs the target version. Everything must be available under U0 patches directory to perform the pre-checks. Against the pre-check zip files, they will perform the pre-checks. Okay, so groups. You need to ensure all the groups are available. See how to create these groups. I will tell you in the next class, in the troubleshooting class. Okay, like how to create a DBS group and how to issue the DCL like command, declare command. All this I will teach you in the coming classes. So you need to make sure for all the database servers, you need one group, and all the cell servers, you need one group. I mean, if we give the cell group, all cells will be patched in a single time. Just to make that group, no, this thing easier, you need to all group. I mean, if you, they want to check anything with all groups like date command in the all servers, so all groups like that. And you need to make sure and switches also, Rocky switches and admin switch. And you need to make sure all SSH keys are properly because your pre-checks will fail. SSH keys, you need to ensure prerequisites as a customer, and exocheck you already uploaded, and patch Oracle will take care of this. Why I mentioned exocheck? In our manual patching, exocheck we were downloading and we were referring to it. In manual patching we were doing patch upgrade, but Oracle, it will download as part of QFSDP. In the first section only you see the patch, and that is staged also. So, and patch, and then df minus h output. As I told you in the manual patching class, you all system mount points like slash temp slash varlog and all and slash whatever under slash all u01 all mount points, you need to make a note of it because some mount points may be missing. Okay, and because before and after that is a prerequisite to take the backup of df minus h, because after patching some mount points they will miss. This is a bad experience. One time I remember they missed slash opt support for Oracle support folder. Okay, and in our last class one of our DMS is telling like etc folder they missed, like that. So take whatever df minus h output and nfs take you need to unmount the nfs mounts, otherwise the script will automatically force unmount it if you do not give the flag. Okay, and but Oracle script they will unmount everything. Their default script, it has a, in the patch manager commands, it has a default mechanism to unmount all the non-standard mount points, means NFS, DBFS, all the instead they do, you do yourself. Talk to your application team and tell them we are unmounting. So I mean this is just on the day of patching, not now, but now you take backup. Backup means output of what are NFS mount points existing. You know, you take a note in the Notepad++. This is a prerequisite. And DBFS and GFS, all this stuff. And take the DB server active 2 weeks before only. You better take what are all listener services running and active services, everything, and OS services, because you never know after patching something will miss, and you can go back and refer to all the services existing or not. Okay, so and OS services also. You take at OS level, what is auditing security agents might be running, your backup agents might be running, your monitoring agents might be running. Take all the services backup and then ensure the connectivity. Ensure the passwordless connectivity between the first compute node and the remaining compute nodes, and between the first compute node and the remaining cell servers. You need to make sure as root there is a passwordless connectivity. And for admin switches, at least you need an SSH connectivity. Passwordless connectivity will not work. It needs a password because Rocky switch, there is no root user. We have only admin user. Cisco Corporation, they don't know who is root user. They know only admin user. Super user is admin user. Okay. So from our Exadata database node root, so that you cannot have a passwordless root connectivity to Rocky switch or Cisco switches because there is no root in that switches. But at least if it is IB, we have a root because IB is owned by Oracle and they introduce root user. But for Rocky or admin switches, they are Cisco owned. Cisco owned, right? So you need to make sure the connectivity is working. Seamless passwordless connectivity among the cells and DBs, and at least SSH connectivity with the password is working between your first DB node and the Cisco switches. That is a connectivity you need to enter. This is a prerequisite. Okay, before Oracle perform pre-check, better you follow the prerequisite and verify any hardware failures. And this in the next class I will tell you how to verify hardware failures. Okay, verify all the hardware component failures and make sure no disk is offline and no disk is no hardware fail, no open hardware failures. If there is a open hardware failure, Oracle will not proceed further because their automated scripts, it will exit and they cannot perform the upgrade patching. Okay, so hardware, you need to make sure system is healthy. And replication, OGC and data guard, all this you need to make sure everything is in sync. Just before 2 weeks you need to take care, you need to check everything is properly syncing and all this stuff. Okay, anyways, you need to stop this on the patching day, right? Right. This is the prerequisites. So then 1 week before, as you provided Oracle the Vararoom password, they will land on your database server, and they will stage all the patches under U01 patches directory, and now they will perform pre-checks. Pre-checks, it will take minimum 30 minutes to 60 minutes based on the environment. Okay, what overall what they check in pre-checks? In pre-checks, what they will check, existing patches compatible to be upgraded or not, and any hardware issues. These are the two things they will check. Some old versions you cannot upgrade to the newer version. You need to upgrade to a one more no, upper version, and then only you can upgrade to the next level version, like that. So all these are done in the pre-checks. As a customer, make sure to resolve all issues identified during the prerequisite checks at least 1 week before patching. If there is a hardware issue, at least you need 1 week to replace the part, right? 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, like that. So address any hardware issues. And in the pre-checks, people will this vehicle will identify some invalid objects related to databases. They have to run data patch, right? During the data patch pre-check, I'm in the pre-check just 1 week before. During the data batch pre-check, they will ask us, hey customer, there are some invalid objects in system schema, there are some invalid objects in customer schema, so do you want us to proceed? Our pre-checks are failing for data patch. Then you need to tell them, you need to make the invalid objects as valid after talking. If there is a real issue and if they are to be valid one, talk to your customers application teams and make them valid. Or if they can be invalid state, they can be in the invalid state, no problem, they are there in the invalid state for longer time, for the years. Now they will be invalid only, you cannot compile the code, let us say. Then you can tell Oracle, hey Oracle, you can ignore this invalid object and you can move further. So they can ignore this pre-checks. And any third party non-standard RPMs related issues. See, as I told you, some voice agents are running right here. These all this is a RPMs actually. All these guys are basically some RPM or a little code, agent code like OEM binaries, something like that. Okay, OEM is fine. OEM agent is fine, but these guys they have either a RPM or a little software code. So these directly will flag it. These are the third party no, standard RPMs are identified. Please remove them. Okay, then you can tell Oracle there are two things here. This non-standard RPMs, total 10 Oracle identified, but you no need to remove 10. Okay, you need to bring down the services of 8 non-standard RPMs. Okay, and 2 non-standard RPMs, it is a conflict. See, identifying third-party non-standard is one thing, and conflicting is a second thing. If there are 10 third-party non-standard RPMs available in the Exadata system, still you can continue with the patching if there is no conflict. But out of 10, if 2 RPMs are conflicting, then Oracle cannot move forward with the patching. Then they will tell, hello, Mr. Customer, there are 10 non-standard third-party RPMs packages, at least delete the conflicting ones. Yes, you are telling not to delete anything. Okay, no problem. But at least allow us to delete non-conflicting ones. There are two conflicting RPMs we must delete. Otherwise, we can't proceed with M patching. That we have to allow Oracle. We have to give the permission to Oracle to delete them, remove them, and we need to make a note of these two RPMs. And that two RPMs after patching, we need to reinstall. But reinstalling also a challenge for us, because when we reinstall, the old RPMs are with the old operating system. Now the operating system kernel increased. So the old RPM that you have taken backup might not be installed. may not be installed. What you need to do? You need to download the compatible RPM for the two RPMs and then install it. So these are all small things only. But these things you might have already done in the test environment when we are doing in the production environment. Like that, you need to plan it. Okay, so address any third party OS related services. You need to bring down some services and you need to allow the Oracle to remove some packages. No need to remove everything, only conflicting ones. Okay, so this is a pre-check this thing. If you want to see the pre-check log file, where you want to see pre-check log file. Okay, so pre-check log files. Uh, yeah, so pre-check log files you can see here var log platinum patching pre-checks in every customer's deep first compute node. There is a var log platinum patching directory. In this directory, there is a pre-checks directory. Under pre-checks directory, this YY month date format hours seconds. In this date format, when they perform pre-checks in that timestamp, you will find log files. With that timestamp, there is a directory created. In that, there are many log files you can refer to. If you ask me, when you update the Vararoom, no, when you update the Vararoom password in the gateway portal, okay, when they will ask you Vararoom password here, when the patch plan when they release, they will ask you to update the Vararoom, right? You tell them you updated the Vararoom, immediately they will perform pre-checks. Immediately they will perform pre-checks. And that timestamp you can see 1 week ago, there is a timestamp. The pre-checks are available under Warlog Platinum patching. Every customer in our environments, we have the platinum patching information under Warlog Platinum patching. So two areas we need to see. One is U01 patches directory and other area is Warlog Platinum patching directory. These two directories, if you explore, means you are exploring platinum patching method. That is a patch information and this is a log information, everything. Where log platinum patching. All the logs related to platinum patching will be here. So here in the Warlog platinum patching in the pre-checks, one directory will be created. In the, under the pre-checks, for each run, Oracle will do patching. One directory will be created. First run you can see when you give them patch plan, when you give them Vararoom password, when you update the Vararoom password in the gateway portal, then immediately Oracle will download the patches under U01 patches directory and they will perform pre-checks. So with that pre-checks timestamp, one folder will be created. Folder is a timestamp folder. Okay. And team, sometimes you know what happens, Vararoom password you cannot update in the gateway portal. That time you can call Oracle and give manually. You cannot, you can update also, but some policies will not update in a clear text to update in the SR. You can call them and tell them the password, because sometimes gateway portal Vararoom password will not work. That is also possible. All they need is they need a Vararoom password. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So in this folder pre-checks, you will see in the pre-checks log, you will see info, you will see warning, you will see fail. Whatever fail, you must address. Whatever in the warning, you do some due diligence and do. Like see, I told you, right, some custom RPMs. You no need to remove all custom RPMs. It's a warning. But some conflicting RPMs you have to remove. Okay, that is. And then yeah, if you ask in the interviews, people may ask you like, hi, what is the high level pre-checks Oracle will do as part of pre-checks? Then SSH equivalence check. This is the first check Oracle will do. SSH equivalence to DB nodes, SSH equivalence to cells. From first DB node, you should be able to connect to the all DB nodes. From first DB node, you should be able to connect to the all cell servers. This is, and that too with passwordless. Okay.
That is SSH equivalence. I have given only two details here, but you will see in the real log many details connecting to switches and assessing whether SSH is there or not, like that. Okay. And environmental checks. So what are the environmental checks? Environmental checks like, environment like the utilities and the spaces, etc., etc. See, space in free space in LVs and declare utility and free space on slash for DB nodes. All this some environmental checks and DB node update dot sh version and free space on U01 file system. I told you, right? Some free space must be there, available free space like that, and it should not be more inode usage, mere file system usage and cluster. And this is the environmental checks like utilities are available or not, and OS version, checking the OS version. It needs a minimum OS version to be upgraded, right? So it needs everything, server hardware version, all this stuff, environment. And then critical exposure, there are some EX errors will be flagged during the pre-checks. Exadata error 66 on storage server. Okay, Exadata error 58 on compute node. So your system is exposed to the known issues or not, it will check. These are already, see, EX64 is already flagged 2 months ago. That is resolved. Still it is there or not, it is checking. Okay, still it is. Or if there is a ongoing EX65, let us say on storage servers, that is still it is there or not, it is checking. This is a critical issues. Critical issue check is whether your Exadata is having any issue already unfixed, which is not fixed. So this is checked as part of the Exadata pre-checks. Exadata pre-checks and hardware software profile and IV link status. Okay, cell IP.vara and team. If you ask me, like I told you, in the human body to be upgraded, they will check each nerve and fiber, blood and sweat, top to bottom. Everything is scanned to make a image of to make another image of a human being. The same way, critical exposure checks, they will check everything. Faulty hardware, IB links, hardware, software. It's a complete environment check from top to bottom. They will not leave anything. All versions of switches, all software versions, firmware versions, all BIOS versions. They in pre-checks, everything is scanned. Nothing is left. Nothing is left. Okay. Even they check whether cell IP.vara file is consistent across DB nodes. Okay, everything. So unknown devices in LVM, ASM disk sizes are same or not, any partial M transactions. Okay, and Verilog messages and XFS corruptions, file system corruptions, and everything. The cell CL for existent executable cell CL, they are checking for utilities also. I earlier they checked for a DCLI utility, whether DCLI utility is available or not, right? Now they are checking Selkla utility is available or not. So I can tell you all utilities are checked, all free space is checked, all status, flash cache status is enabled or not, grid disks are fine or not. If the grid disk is failed somewhere, hardware failure, then they will tell, hello customer, there are some hardware failures, some grid disks are in failure state. Please fix them before proceeding the patching. Flash disk health and CPU count, CPU fault states, right? They check everything. Like in the, I mean, Oracle will check everything at all levels, operating system level, hardware level, utilities are available or not, everything. Symbolics are available or not. All these are pre-checks. All these pre-checks must be succeed to proceed with the patching on the patching day. We are just 1 week before, but your patch plan is published when? 2-3 weeks before only. So actually Oracle will perform 2-3 weeks before only patch checks, but before 1 week also they will perform one more time. Okay, if you ask me, on the patching date also they will perform one more time. So 2 to 3 times they will do the pre-checks, Oracle. So each pre-check when they run, if you want to know how many times they run pre-checks, go to this Verilog Platinum patching pre-checks folder and see the timestamp, how many times they ran, how many times they ran. So in the first pre-checks, you have some invalid objects you fixed. and you asked Oracle to rerun, then in the second pre-check log, you will not see that invalid objects. And in the first pre-check, if there are hardware issues, you will identify in this timestamp. But in the latest timestamp, if you fix the hardware issues, you will not see that failure. Okay, so this is how pre-checks are done. So what pre-checks? Pre-checks are for hardware failures, pre-checks for all versions of software in the hardware, whether they can be upgraded to the target versions mentioned in the patch.conf file. What is patch.conf file? I will tell you. Okay, so all these they will check. Okay, and environment utilities are available. This is a very simple question. I hear from many of our DMAs that the tough question in the interviews is what are the pre-checks, but the easiest question to answer in the interviews is pre-checks only. Simple, they will check everything: utilities, operating systems, and hardware issues and software issues, everything they will check in the pre-checks. Okay, and critical exposures. I mean known issues for Exadata. Like, okay, yeah. Now we started our journey 1 to 3 months before. Now we came to the patching date. We came to the 1 week before. Now 1 to 2 days before we came. We are really close to the patching. Tomorrow only patching, or day after tomorrow only patching. Then what we need to do? Take the Oracle home backup. Take the grid home backup. Take the etc backup. So this is a feedback I took from our DMAs. Last in manual class, this is missed. Okay, so because they may miss the SSH config files. They may replace or they may generate new SSH config and they may remove. So they will play around with the SSH configuration when when doing patching. This will happen sometimes with Oracle. So you take etc backup to restore back your SSH keys and take and ensure the database backups are fine. This is 1 to 2 days before. Okay, so now starting from 1 to 3 months, now we came to 1 to 2 days before backups. And before that, we thoroughly checked pre-checks, prerequisite check, and we thoroughly checked pre-checks. We addressed the problems. We checked patch assessment. We checked patch plan, and we uploaded exocheck, and we updated template. All this. Okay. Now the date of patching. Now the actual date of patching. So here on the date of patching, when you bring down the system and give it to them, Oracle, you can ask, just a pre-patch application shutdown you will do, right? You will ask the application team to shut down, they will shut down and tell you to proceed with the patching. Then you can confirm Oracle. Then Oracle will perform just before patching, they will do one more time pre-checks. One more time pre-checks. Okay. And that will take some 25 minutes to 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes 60 minutes also. Okay, then they will one more time, they will finally ensure that nothing is unaddressed. All issues are addressed. Now they will start patching. Compute nodes, software, hardware component is DB, compute node, and software component is compute node. EM is the software component. This is a hardware component. Inside the hardware of compute node, there are 4 software components will be patched, and the timings I have given. These are the documented timings. They may vary. I have seen BP somewhere it took 5 to 6 hours also, M 5 to 6 hours also. But usually 1 2 hours is a healthy time for each node. Okay, and this is for rolling. I'm telling. If it is a non-rolling, it will be faster. Like if there are some 8 nodes, in 2 hours they will complete also all EM like that. But if it is a 8 nodes and it is a rolling manner, you need to count as 8 hours, one by one, like that. Okay, so in the compute nodes, maybe interview they may ask you, okay, in the compute nodes, what are the components you will patch? You need to tell yes, M is patched, bundle patch, OGVM, and data patch. They may ask you what is M patching. You can tell operating system kernel upgrade. As part of that kernel upgrade, Exadata software upgrade and firmware upgrade. Okay, firmware upgrade means for networks. I told you, right? For BIOS, I showed you somewhere. Firmware upgrade means in the infrastructure. Here in the OEL7, in the README, if you see, this is all firmware upgrade. BIOS upgrade, processor upgrade, ILOM upgrade, physical memory upgrade, disk controller upgrade, fan upgrade, power supply upgrade, InfiniBand HCA. HCA means port upgrade. Ethernet cables, hard disk controllers upgrade. Okay, all this will be upgrade. This is all called what? Firmware. This is all called what? Firm. That upgrade is a M update. I mean this infrastructure only. Infrastructure only. Okay, so like OS is always I tell you, right? It's like a syringe, like injection syringe. In that OS is one color. There are three colors. OS is a red color. Exadata software is a green color, and this is a orange color. There are three colors injected in the M software zip file, and when you patch M, all three guys will be injected, upgraded to the new version. Okay, like bundle patch also same. Bundle patch, that one zip file bundle patch, it has both grid and RDBMS will be updated. So in the database you will do M and BP. So after M complete and BP will be done, after BP complete M will be done, and there will be a question, what can be the sequence? Can we do first DB nodes or cells or switches? You can do anything. So there is no order actually. Even manually also you can do PDU and then admin switch and then Rocky and then DB and then cells. Order can be anything. Okay, there is no. But if you start with compute nodes, complete everything in the compute nodes and don't go to cells. Okay, like that. So if you do cells, then complete cells and then go to DB nodes and IBs and cells and IB switch, all this together we can do. That is also possible. Cells and IB Rocky together we can do. Okay, parallel, like, and data patch also can be done along with switch patching. Data patch will be done only after the BP application, that you need to know. Okay, there are two data patches. One is for RDBMS data patch for each Oracle home, and other data patch is for OGVM. You must ensure both data patches are completed by Oracle. Okay, so they will ask you after each node, they will ask you in the rolling, hello, M patching completed. Please check and confirm to proceed further with BP. You can confirm that yes, M is checked. How do you check? You can check the image version. You can check the image version. If it is upgraded, you can tell Oracle to proceed with BP. And after BP, they will tell, hello, customer, BP completed. Do you want me to go for another node, another compute node? Then you can tell, yes, you can check the BP. How do you check it? You can check in ls patches command whether it is upgraded or not to the latest release update, and then you can tell, yes, go ahead with other node. Once all the nodes are completed in the rolling manner, then they will perform data patch. They will perform the data patch. Okay, so if 8 node cluster, only 4 nodes completed, they cannot go to data patch. Data patch is a database level, not at instance level, right? So they need all the nodes to be upgraded first. Okay, so this is a on the patching date, first pre-checks are done, then they will start with compute nodes, or somebody may they start first with the cells and then they will do the compute nodes. There are some situations when you need a less downtime for OJVM. Okay, that time, and the time you mention is like downtown time is a 12 p.m. afternoon. You can start the downtime 12 p.m. afternoon, but your patching starts at 5 a.m. in the morning. So you are very near to downtime, right? So that time, what you need to do, you need to ensure your DB compute nodes are patched because you are approaching the downtime window. That time you should not start with cells. If you start with cells and by the time cells are patched, your downtime window, that 1 hour, 2 hour for OJVM will be completed. Like that, you need to make some due diligence. Okay, right. You got it right. See, for OJVM, your customer has given 2 hours downtime. Make sure that 2 hours downtime is not taken by the cell servers upgrade, because Oracle will start cell server first. Okay. I mean, if you ask, usually Oracle will start with the compute nodes only. Okay. So order can be anything, sequence can be anything, that I can say, but you need to make due diligence based on your downtime. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah. Next. Yeah, you need to ensure pre-patch application shutdown and pre-patch critical checks. Yeah. Now you may ask a question. Okay, you are telling Oracle will perform pre-checks. What are the scripts? Where are the scripts? And where are the log files? Okay. See, this is the log file location. U01 patches bin directory. Use your own patches bin directory is the directory where you can see the pre-check script. Okay. And pre-check status. Pre-check status script is this one. This is all under Varlog Platinum. If you want to see the logs and all, you need to go to log folder, Varlog folder. If you want to see the binary scripts or the patches, you need to go to bin directory. Okay, unzipped files are available in bin directory, and the log file is available in pre-checks and date and timestamp directory. In that there is a pre-check date and timestamp log, and you open that. There will be two logs basically. One is a debug.log where everything will be there, and the other one is failure summary where only failures are extracted and kept in this folder, in this log file. This failure summary you need to address if it is a information warning or fail. If it is a fail, you need to address this. Okay, sorry, failure summary it will be having only the fails, so you need to address the failure summary. Okay, after the pre-checks, Oracle will start patching compute nodes. Okay, so patching is always, as I told you, it will be a rolling or non-rolling. There are two methods. Okay, rolling means node by node, and non-rolling means all nodes, all compute nodes together. So when they start patching compute node, as a thumb rule, they need to make sure they can make a clean reboot of the system. So this is a general practice, right? Whenever we do some switchovers, we will make a clean restart of both the primary and standby. So make sure the database is coming up without any issues before the event. The same way here, the compute node patching, before they start with the BPRM, they will make a clean reboot so that they will come to know before the patch itself there are no issues. Even if the pre-checks all are completed, they make one reboot just to ensure nothing is hanging around, and they can reboot the server. Okay, and they can apply BP. How they apply BP? To apply the BP, the script used is this one. See, these are all the scripts automatically issued by Oracle Corporation from Platinum team from their automated tool from their end. Okay, so how exactly they issue from their automated tool, I don't know because I never worked in the Platinum team. Okay, but the script I have observed from in the database servers that is issuing the BP is this guy, patchworms.sh, and this is the guy giving all the log details, BP details, and compute.em. This is the computes executor.sh is the script. Okay, this guy is the main guy to update the computium and the corresponding log file. And any company on the planet, these are all the common paths. Even in your company, you can see this will never change. This will never change. See, this is the bin folder. In the bin folder, you can see the scripts. Okay. But I don't know, in the interviews, they may not ask you this much low level that, where you find the script that Oracle will issue to patch the M in the compute node. They may not, nobody will ask you, but out of interest, you can do some research and you can get to know. Because even if there is any issue during M, Oracle will do end-to-end support only until pre-checks completed. If there is any issue, they will do. Okay, don't worry about that. But if you want to know what's going on, just tell this. You will come to know during BP what's going on exactly. You will observe real time when they are doing patching. Okay, you open this, tail this log and keep it in one session. You will come to know what is it. Okay, and self patching also. This is the main script they will execute and the corresponding log file. You can tell all these logs when that corresponding work is going. Okay, and apply OGM. So this is a I think this OGM log file I was unable to identify, but somewhere it will be there. I will update in the next session. Okay, so and see, this is a keyword is executor.sh. Keyword is executor.sh. Compute patch compute executor and patch homes executor also there. But that executor will call ultimately this patch homes.sh. So that's why I have given the main script name, right? And cell patching, patch cells executor.sh. This is the main way to patch the cells. See, in this is ultimately issue patch manager command only. In the manual patching, we issued patch manager command, right? /patch mgr space hyphen minus cells and cell group. All this we have given one syntax, right? Hyphen upgrade, all that will be issued by the script only. Okay. And log file will be here, and switch patching also patch which is dot executor, and you will see the log file here, and OJVM patching. And after all the compute patching, cell patching, switch patching, and later they will do OJVM patching during the downtime. If actually I told you, right, some useful docs, one of the very good document for OJVM upgrade is this one. Okay. In this OJVM, I mean rack rolling OJVM, conditionally if the OJVM is highly utilized, then downtime is needed. And if the OJVM by the application is less utilized, you can do this rack rolling process. All these conditions are discussed in this document, 745 document, very detailed analysis. So there are 5 conditions given. You can analyze which condition you are falling into, and you can do the OJVM patch. Okay. So, and then data patch. Data patch, as I already told you, once all the compute node BP applied, then Oracle will do the data patch. Okay, because data must be updated, right? BP applying is at OS level, but data patch will update the tables in the RDBM. Will update the RDBMS tables. So otherwise, your OS level binaries are high level, and your data will be at low level. Your tables will be at low level in the actual tables. So your dictionary tables also should meet the latest bundle patch, right? So all that is done through data patch. Okay. And then at last, Oracle will run the post checks for any issues. The post check script is this one, and the post check log you can see here. And at last, Oracle will run the exa check, final exa check, to see if there are any potential errors or recommendations. And then we release the machine to the applications. And I have summarized the script and log files here. So what is the for download and staging? See, I told you, right, to download and stage also they have scripts, and they have log files also. In your free time, in your environment, go and see the stage.log, how Oracle stage downloaded and staged the log files. I mean the how Oracle downloaded the QFSDP and how they staged, you can identify in this log. And pre-checks and compute BP, compute M cell, and actual script name I have given, and corresponding log file name also I have given. Switch also and pre-checks, everything I have given. And in the varlog platinum folder, you will see this post checks, switch, pre-checks, DB scripts means all log files, cell, DB home update, compute. All this folder you will see in the log files. If you see here, see DB home update, you will see the bundle patch logs. Bundle patch logs, but actual zip files are in U01 patches, but actual unzipped files are in U01 patches temp directory. Okay. And the code that is executed is U01 patches bin directory. I mean shell scripts. So you have all this stuff, right? It's automated process with all the files. And see, you need to know what is the importance of patch.conf file. Okay. See, where to start? Like pre-checks, Oracle is doing pre-checks, let us say. Okay. Oracle is doing pre-checks, or Oracle is trying to download the patches and stage. To download the patches and stage, what it needs first to download the patches? Okay, you want to download patches. What you need first? Take a white paper, write with a pen. I told you in the starting of the class, what is the first thing that you write in the patch planning? Which QFSDP you are deciding to go with? April 2024 you decided, right? So April 2024 QFSDP we need to download, right? Yes. So that entry we need. First is QFSDP. Second, on which servers, and what are the target versions, and what is the SR number? Giving all this information, there is one patch.conf file is prepared by Oracle. Okay. This, see, Exadata is usually a template configuration that can be customized with environment. Means QFSDP is a first entry, DB compute node second entry, cells third entry, current version is fourth entry, target version is fifth entry. There is a template like this. This template is common for all the customers, but according to your environment, your patch.conf file will change. According to your environment, this will be there in U01 patches conf, U01 patches bin, U01 patches temp, U01 patches conf, U01 patches conf like this slash U01 U01 patches. Actually, I don't have much environment here. See like this, U01 bin. If you take the bin directory, you will see that, stage.sh, patch download.sh. And there are many scripts, but I have put only these two for my research purpose. But in going, see, this is a patch.conf. What is there in the patch.conf? Cat it. This is a template file. In the patch.conf, patches. Sir number, let us see the sample. There will be many entries. Okay. There should be many entries. Maybe I didn't prepare this. I want to prepare everything manually. See, my next patching session will be next level. Okay, because I'm preparing everything here. Whatever Oracle scripts I want to simulate here. Okay. So Gautam standards 2.0 Exadata training, yeah, it will be a bit more accurate than this coming to the patching. Okay. So yeah, so that template in this, like you see the SR number, right? Like compute nodes, current version, target version, current QFSDP, all this will be in the patch.conf. That is the base file for any action. If Oracle has to run, Oracle has to download and stage the patches. These two scripts, first they will attack and patch.conf. First they will come to know, okay, patch.conf is telling this customer wants April 2024 QFSDP. Yes, then I will download April 2024 QFSDP. Like that, the patch download dot script will read the patch.conf, come to know, it comes to know which QFSDP you want to download, and it will download that only. And staging across all the nodes, your patches will be staged, right? That will be done by stage.sh script. Okay. For that also, patch.conf.file is the main file. According to your environment, all the patching details will be given in the patch.conf file. So specific details running in the scripts. It includes parameters, settings, log, pass, and environment variables. Appended each time? No, each time it will be overwritten with the latest information like SR number, etc. SR number, node names, current target Exadata version, target RDBMS version, target grid version. Everything is there in the patch.conf file. You can see it in which directory you can see in your environment. You can see in this directory patches conf. If you open this patch.conf file now in your environment, you can see the previous configuration file. If you want to see, the SR number for the last patch, you can see here also SR numbers. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So this file patch.conf, somewhere time to run. I don't know why I have given this. Let me delete it. Okay. Or let me. Yeah. Then patch download.s. Patch download. This will be available in temp directory. And input file is patch.conf. Based on patch.conf file, it will read the patch.conf file and make the required file list, I mean zip file list, and download. Okay. So this is also a standard script, and based on the patch.conf file, it knows what to download from Oracle updates.oracle.com. Okay. From updates.oracle.com, this patch download.sh will download all the scripts to your U01 patches directory. U01 patches directory. The script is available in temp directory, but your patches will be downloaded to patches directory. U01 patches directory. And stage.sh directory. The location of stage.sh directory is a bin again. Why this is? It will read patch.conf file, checks SSH equivalence between DB nodes, and checks availability of patch.conf on remote nodes. And if not available, copies it. Remove old patches from U01 patches. I told you, right? U01 patches, even if you do not delete, Oracle will delete from stage.sh script. Okay. That's why you cannot see the patches available in your U01 patches after the patching completed. After 24 hours, everything will be removed. After 24 hours of the patching incident, all patches will be removed. automatically as a post patch script. Stage.sh will once again will run, and it will understand this is a post patch, and I need to remove all, and it will remove. Okay, and then checks for user own space on user own patches, and unzip the patches and all this stuff, and unzipping DB node updaters, all this. Okay, so end of Exadata platinum patching. So patching through this platinum patching is really looks complex than manual patching. Okay, because it's a patching, it's a patching across the entire world, right? I mean, they have to make a generic approach for all the customers on the earth, right? So that they have many scripts, many files, all this stuff. But if you want to go for manual, not this much. Even see, even this is not a very complex thing. If you get to know if 2 to 3 times, if you see this use your own patches temp directory, bin directory, some 3 to 4 times, it looks very much easy to you. Okay, it's only that how you understand. Okay, that's it. Exadata patching altogether, it's a patching of 5 components either through manual or platinum. That 5 components hardware are DB, cells and IB and admin and PDU. And within these hardware components, the softwares to be upgraded are EM, BP, PSU, OJVM, data patch in the database nodes, in the cell servers, operating system, Exadata software and firmware. Okay, I told you as in a syringe, like injection, OS injection is a red color, blue color, orange color. Three will be injected using a single zip file. Okay, monthly released Exadata software, but quarterly applied or semi-annually applied. And firmware upgrade is a lightweight operating system for switches is upgraded every 2 years. And IB Rocky usually every whenever we do QFSDP, we do for these three things: DB, cells, and Rocky. Every time we will do, but admin and PDU we will never do. I have seen some environments where we never patched admin switch for 5 years, where we never patched PDU for 5 years, because 5 years is a hardware life cycle for Exadata. Throughout 5 years, we never patched admin, we never patched PDU. But yes, for every QFS DP, every semi-annual, we were patching IB, Rocky, and cells and DB nodes. Any complexity in Exadata patching? Nothing, right? Manual is simple. Oracle patching is also simple. Okay, Oracle patching, we need to understand the automated scripts. That's it. Manual patching, some 10-15 commands. Manual patching. That's it. So patching is no more complex now.